Welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of Tapping into Your Dark Masculine. How do you stay untouchable when they try to break you? Keep watching for more. The moment you start moving different, people will notice. Some will admire you and others will be inspired, but some will challenge you and they'll hate it. So how do you keep your energy and how do you still grow while maneuvering through these everyday situations and these conversations? If you're not ready, you'll fold and you'll over-explain yourself and you'll let them shift you. But a man in his shadow energy, he's able to redirect that energy and stay untouchable. So the number one problem that most men deal with and why most men break is because they feel the need to fight back. Proving yourself is, in the end, never gonna win the war. You want to think about it like chess. It will give you instant gratification in the moment to prove yourself and fight back and immediately start over-explaining. But with being silent and more controlled and turning it into a moment to shift the power, you're able to control yourself a little bit more and understand the situation much faster. The test isn't whether you can win an argument. It's whether you can sit in your power while they crumble trying to shake you. When someone throws an insult at you, whether passive aggressive or straight up disrespect, you might go to react immediately. That's a mistake. Instead, do this. Pause, look them dead in the eye, and smile slightly, and then look away. Because even though somebody is trying to attack your character, you know who you are, and there's no reason to entertain any of that bullshit. So when you let your gaze linger on them a little bit more, it kind of throws them off, and now they're just wondering, what are you thinking? You're probably not even thinking about it anymore. It's probably gone from your mind. But this person is going to be just thinking about what you said, even though they're the ones who threw the first throw. Step 2, know when to speak and when to starve them. Some people thrive off of seeing you irritated and over-explaining, and they feed off of that. But what happens if you starve them? Next time someone throws smoke your way, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? If not, leave the conversation and leave them in silence to question and sit with the fact that they didn't move you. If you do end up speaking, keep it short and keep it controlled. Never over-explain. For example, if somebody says, oh, so you think you're better than us now? Don't over-explain. Just smile slightly and say something like that. Then keep it moving. Keep them sitting in the discomfort. It's gonna drive them crazy. Step 3 is your energy field. How do you make their words bounce off of you? People will try to get under your skin when they feel powerless against you. But here's the trick. Their energy only affects you if you let it in. Before you enter a space, remind yourself, I set the tone, no one else. Know that you are untouchable within your own respect within your own right, and your presence is enough. When people throw negativity at you, don't block it. Let it pass through. Think of it like wind blowing through a mountain. The mountain doesn't move, the mountain doesn't interfere with the wind, yet the wind is able to maneuver so flawlessly around the mountain. The mountain doesn't flinch either when the wind howls, it just is. Final challenge: how to apply this instantly. Now, you guys know I love weekly challenges, so for a week, practice the pause. When someone insults you any kind of way, pause for about 2 seconds before you interact or react. When someone tries to get under your skin, let them sit in their energy for a little bit and sort of what they just said, and let it resonate within the air. Never be afraid of silence, because that can be a very crippling thing. At the end of the day, you did come onto this earth by yourself, and you are going to leave by yourself. Even twins are born one after the other. So understand that as long as you have inner peace and you're able to acknowledge when you don't have inner peace, and if those areas show up more when you're conversing with people, you need to master this subconsciously, and you will become unshakable. At the end of the day, people will play on what they assume to be your insecurities. So never let them see that, especially in your facial expressions, in your plans. This is also one of the laws of power. It's important to keep a more stoic nature and not be moved by everything, because you're gonna be seen as predictable, and we don't want that. We want to be like the wind. We want to come and go as we please without anybody questioning us, yet we still want to be respected for our opinions and our identities without having to prove it to anyone. So as long as you're confident in your quiet energy and you know when to stand up and be the lion and stand up for the pack, and other times where you need to sit back and let the food come to you. These are all things that you should practice and master. Tune in to the next episode to find out more.